Okay, so there were a couple questions on homework on problems 3, 5, and 10. Okay, and I can see why that is, because those were pretty yucky. Um, and I'm not sure if you want to go through the whole thing. Okay, let's just look at 3. I'll go through the whole thing and then we'll just see how that is. I'm not sure if it's just simplifying it that is the problem. Okay, so we have x over y plus y over x equals 3y. Okay, so I'm going to find the derivative. So d dx. And I'm going to write this as xy to the negative 1, because I like the product rule better than the quotient rule, over yx to the negative 1 equals d dx of 3y. Okay, so let's look. If I'm going to do f g prime plus f prime g. Sorry, I keep changing it. The order I go in doesn't matter. Okay, so so all I need is x. Derivative of that is negative y to the negative 2, and then I have to use the chain rule, dy dx. Okay, derivative of x is 1 times that. Okay, now I'm going to do this one. So again, I'm going to use the same thing. So I'm going to write y. Derivative of that is negative x to the negative 2. And then I have to, again, I'm using the product rule. So the derivative of y is dy dx. And then g, x to the negative 1. And then over here, the derivative of 3y is 3 dy dx. Okay, so now we got a big mess on our hands. Okay, let's see if we can get all the dy dx's, all of that stuff over to one side. And I think I found it easier. Like I rewrote this as negative x over y squared dy dx. Okay, this is 1 over y. That's going to go over to the right-hand side. And it's negative. Okay, this is going to go to the right-hand side, and it's going to be positive. So it's a plus y over x squared. Remember, it was negative, but when I move it to the right-hand side, it's going to become positive. Okay, this term right here is 1 over x dy dx. And I'm going to bring this over here, minus 3 dy dx. Okay, so let's see, we're going to factor out our dy dx. And I have negative x over y squared plus 1 over x minus 3. And I'm just going to flip those around so that the positive one is in the front. So y over x squared minus 1 over y. Okay, so now what I did is I'm just going to get a common denominator. Well, let's look. Let's go dy dx. So here, I'll just leave it like it is for right now. No common denominator. Y over x squared minus 1 over y over all of this stuff right here. Again, I'm not going to get the common denominator just yet. Okay, so that's where I'm at. Let's get a common denominator on all these guys. So this guy right here needs a y. This guy right here needs an x squared. Okay, so that gives me y squared minus x squared all over x squared y. Okay, now let's do the one on the bottom. Okay, so this one needs an x. This one needs a y squared. And this one needs an xy squared. So it's going to look like that. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Negative x squared plus y squared minus 3xy squared over xy squared. Phew. Okay, now we have a complex fraction. So I'm going to say I've got y squared, or I'll put here dy dx equals y squared minus x squared. So remember, I'm multiplying by the reciprocal of that thing. So times xy squared. Okay, over x squared y times, remember, I'm taking the reciprocal of that, negative x squared plus y squared minus 3xy squared. And then we have some terms that are going to cancel out. This x is going to go, I'll do it with a red pen. This x right here is going to go with that. That y is going to go with that. So on the top, I have y squared minus x squared. And on the bottom, we have an x. And I can pull out a negative. Oh, no. Let's just move that to the front because it's positive. So y squared minus x squared minus 3xy squared. And there it is.